Good evening, Weather First meteorologist Gary Frank with a nighttime update here on Saturday. And I want to bring you more about what's going on for not only your Sunday, but the next few days as well. We've obviously got a severe weather threat that we're talking about. So let's bring you up to speed before you go to bed. Saturday night, you wake up, Sunday morning, you're all prepared. We're in good shape right now. For the most part, it's still very mild outside. And as I take this in the full screen, you can see that not much is going on. I do want to look at our visible satellite, but I'll switch that product now that the sun's gone. You can kind of see as the sun moved in, you could really tell where that front is. And, you know, just specifically, I'll draw this on here for you because you really can see it specifically right about here as it lets me get just to that aspect of it here. Because, you know, specifically, watch some of these clouds. You'll see some of these clouds start to bubble up right along that front. And that's where we've seen a few showers and storms develop here for the most part. Temperatures still at this hour at 68 degrees. You can see the clear divide here between this warmer air mass that's settled in, between the cooler air mass. It's about 15 degrees, and we're seeing this sit right about here. So that's where most of our temperatures have fallen in the valleys. Otherwise, it's still very mild outside. We're not going to drop a whole lot the rest of the night. Chances for rain maybe go up just a little bit, and I'll show you where they come from here because, you know, it's just a matter of how does this storm system set up for us and, you know, really what are we going to see from this the rest of the next several hours? Because I think as you look at some of this rain here that's kind of popped up, mainly in Mount Vernon, you see a few of these showers and thunderstorms south of Perryville. And as I just kind of put this into motion in the last, let's say, 4 hours or so, you can see what's going on. Obviously, we've had a couple of pop-up storms. That's kind of what I mentioned was possible for some of us. And I don't think that we're going to get much from this, but as a result of this system lifting north, you'll see that, you know, some of these areas will continue to see that possibility for at least a marginal risk for severe weather. This is not the main threat. This is to the north for tomorrow, and I want to show you how that may start to play out because as we watch this front, this cloud cover, a few of those showers, mainly in the Metro East, that still continues to lift north, and as we're on the warm and dry side of this thing, we're going to warm up very, very quickly. We're in the low 80s very easily. It's warm, it's windy, there are more clouds, but as we still look at this front kind of hanging around, I'm going to pull this down just a little bit like I've done when we're kind of joining you on the air, but look to the north. That's where I think the main storms are going to be, and that's where we may see a couple of storms that maybe provide some large hail, maybe a brief tornado, something like that, but I think mainly that stays away from us for tomorrow. So otherwise, mainly to the north, a southwest breeze eventually gusting to 25, maybe 30 miles an hour. We're still headed for 82 degrees. Overall, it's a very nice Easter. But it's after that Monday, things will change. That's the severe weather risk. That's the main one that we're involved in. This is an enhanced risk for severe weather. And once again, I want to zoom into some of these particular locations, which is something I'm not always able to do on. This includes Troy. This includes O'Fallon, Missouri. This includes Washmo, Herman, Sullivan, Rolla, you know, some of these areas in Richwoods in Cuba. That's the main line. This doesn't mean like, oh, let's go down Wildwood. If you're in Eureka, you're not impacted, but Wildwood is. It just means the better threat is going to be where those areas that are shaded in the orange, simply because the timing, some of the other ingredients as this main system works its way in. Let's talk about how this is setting up because we see the rain that's affecting the Cardinals game and a major rain delay. And as this gets in here, you'll notice, look at this kind of fire hose. The wind in just a steady stream of moisture. This is going to work its way into here. This is where the main jet flow is going to be, and it's going to enhance a couple of things. One, we're going to see that wind. Here's the front. Here's this colder air behind it. We have this dry line, which is going to act as kind of an instigator for some of those storms to develop. And then we're going to see enough of this rotation as we have this high wind. That's where we're going to see storm develop. And then we have a different direction here as this gets closer to some of these storms right here. And that high wind aloft is going to enhance the surface low. It's going to increase our severe weather threat. Also, we look at this humidity, and you'll see that. That's where I think the main storms are going to develop. So that's the key point for storm development, maybe even into Kansas City. You'll see that humidity. We'll watch that severe weather development, but look at the time frame for this. This is 4 o'clock. So we're going to see opportunities for storms that develop here. And as we head into Monday, look at some of these storms. Light rain, not out of the question for the first part of the day. But watch what happens the second half. A few showers. We're still dry. How do we recover from this? Sometimes we have clouds and rain. You don't get the severe weather. But I think at this point we may see breaks in the clouds. If we do, these storms develop. They run into more of a a rich atmosphere for storm development, and that's where I think that may hold off until much, much later. So our severe threat increases. This is a weather alert day. The ingredients are starting to come together. So over the next few days, we go from 82 to 76. Storms, showers linger. It's cooler for a couple of days, and then we rebound by the end of the week.